For the best liberty-oriented talk 24/7, visit LRN.FM.
Heading into Authoritarian Fest, we might call it. Joe Biden's appearance here in New Hampshire. People think I like conflict. What I really like is just doing my job, videotaping the authorities here and there. But that, almost by definition, triggers conflict in today's dysfunctional U.S. It's about time I showed you some disturbing video of some people I wish had not made it necessary. Operatives of Nashua's Radisson Hotel caught on tape spewing misinformation before a judge. This after an incident at their Joe Biden event in May.
Senator Alessandro, can you think of something the Republicans are spending too much money on?
Can I think of something?
Yeah, some waste.
I can think of a lot of wasteful things.
After I conducted interviews with politicians outside their event, Radisson managers approached and questioned me. No problem, except within minutes I was cuffed, groped, and sitting in a steel box. What exactly happened? Well, depends on who you ask. Or does it?
You swear the information about you today testimony is the truth, the whole truth, and not but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
That's a Radisson manager, Ellie Wooldridge, making a promise that counts in Nashua District Court. But will she be able to keep it for 10 minutes?
I went outside and asked the gentleman with the camera to please stop filming. I was just explaining to him my concerns for the privacy of the guests that were staying at the hotel that were not part of the convention that was taking place.
Do you recall Mr. Ridley saying acting during that time frame?
I remember him telling me about, he was saying how, he was mentioning something about taxes and eminent domain, but he had a right on the property.
Yeah, what?
Had a right to be on the property.
It's a private property that you're on.
And what would you like me to do?
If you could step off the property just until I get permission from the general manager for you to be here.
Well, you have the right to do that, but I'm a little uncomfortable with that because this is a public event essentially about how to spend my tax dollars. So don't you think it's my business?
Well, it could be. It very well could be. But if you could just make sure, I just want to make sure that we're meeting everything we're supposed to be meeting. Mm-hmm. So if you could just not, and just until I speak to my general manager.
So they told you that he believed the hotel had a right to ask him to leave, didn't he?
I don't understand.
Didn't Mr. Ridley tell you that he believed that the hotel had a right to exclude him from the property? The Radisson. Mr. Ridley told you that the Radisson had a right to exclude him from the property, didn't he?
No, I don't believe he did.
You don't recall that?
No. I believe he said that he had a right to be there.
It's a private property that
And
you're on.
what would you like me to do?
If you could step off the property.
You have the right to do that.
You're aware that this was recorded, correct?
Yeah.
Did you see Mr. Luca arrive eventually?
I did, and when he arrived, as soon as he did arrive, I left.
Okay, so did you see Mr. Luca have any interaction with Mr. Ridley at all?
I saw, yes, he did come out and he raised his hand to the camera because the camera was pointed at his face. He was uncomfortable with that, so he raised his hand to the camera and just asked him to leave.
You heard him ask him to leave. Did Mr. Ridley leave at that point?
Yeah.
Sorry, you're interfering with the guest.
I'm still recording, by the way, and you want me to leave?
Yep.
All right. Who are you, by the way? All right. Well, what I'm going to do then is leave slowly.
You're going to have to stand over there for right now.
Some of Wooldridge's information is accurate, and some of her errors could be honest, but when a harmless reporter's freedom is at stake, when freedom of the press itself is under attack, you're not supposed to make unequivocal false statements. Not in court.
Did Mr. Ridley leave at that point?
All right. Well, what I'm going to do then is leave slowly.
Keep moving. Keep moving right now. Keep moving.
Okay.
Name.
No, your name and date of birth,
Name.
because you're being trespassed.
Your name.
I'm trying to leave.
This is the one part you'd expect someone to get right. Was the accused trespasser leaving or not leaving? But that's the part where she's the most inaccurate. And my raw tape convinced the judge of it. You can see most of that and the raw trial video if you look at the video descript. By the way, it's true that the prosecutor had promised to suspend the fine if he won. Maybe he told her that. Maybe she figured nothing she said in there was really a danger to me. But sometimes you have to pay even suspended fines. I would have refused at that point, and I would have probably gone to jail. Be a little more responsible next time, ma'am. People's freedoms are in your hands. Now let's listen to her boss, Tony Luca.
The state calls Tony Luca. Tony, go up there, please.
General manager of the Radisson. He was also working on the Democrat Party's dime that day, at least indirectly. He, too, manages to misrepresent some of the most important facts in front of a judge.
What did you say to him?
Sir, I need to leave the property.
Did you identify yourself?
Yes, I did.
Okay. You know this was recorded? You know this was filmed?
Yes.
And you reviewed the film, correct?
Yeah, briefly.
And you didn't hear yourself identify in the film?
No, I did not. No.
But you're telling me you recall
Yes.
you said that at some point?
Yes.
When you told Mr. Ridley to leave, did he leave the property?
He didn't. He stood there and continued to film me.
You remained on the property? And what did you do after that? What was your next step?
I turned around on the side and I talked to the police and I asked them to escort the gentleman off the property.
And you agree that no one on the videotape does it ever show you identify yourself?
I didn't see that, no.
Okay. And yeah, you said that you did identify yourself?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you were outside for, what, 5 to 10 seconds, would that be fair to say?
I'd say about 15 seconds.
About 15 seconds. Mr. Ridley asked you to report it?
I don't recall it.
You don't know what you're on? And what did you do after you asked them to leave?
I went back inside.
You went back inside?
I talked to the police and asked them to escort the gentleman.
So you didn't see whether or not he was?
No.
But you just stated in your record that he didn't leave.
When I was talking to him, he didn't leave. I asked him to leave the property, he remained there. And that's when I turned around and asked the police to escort him off the property.
How long did he remain when you were talking to him?
How long he's remained there, and then I turned around and walked away from him.
So you didn't see if he left after you turned around?
No.
Thank you.
LRN.FM, 24 hours of Liberty Radio every day. Now available on satellite too, at sat.lrn.fm. That's what a satellite sounds like. Put it on your unlicensed station. Wear it in your hair. But above all, don't despair. The Liberty message is getting out. And right now, you're missing it. Or maybe you're not. But skip on over to LRN.FM. Feds don't want you to hear them.